The wind is picking up a bit. Just left the bookstore, gift shop. Spent $119, including $2 on a bag. Gotta have that bag. Grant's last line. Got 2 coffee cups, 4 refrigerator magnets, t-shirts, the Gettysburg map. He said it was the last one. I got the last one, man. Cemetery. The speed must be confined to a walk. Visitors will not be allowed before sunrise or after sunset. No refreshments. Well, I guess I should not get the bicycle out. Wow, General Order, September 1st, 1875. The old Gettysburger. You should all have that memorized anyway. His bodies of federal soldiers from 565 locations were recovered and reburied here. Interesting. I feel like I've only walked through this twice before this. That's what I feel. I feared that. I know Tim Wilson and that was in fact the famous trip day, February 3rd, 1996. We both dropped a little acid about 11 o'clock, 10:30 in the morning. And boy, what a day that was. It was also 0 temperature, 0 degrees. That's Grant's headquarters. There was a tree right there. His headquarters was right there. I doubt he was there too much during the battle. Drummer, 58th, Ohio. That's got to be 2nd day. Probably that. I'm not sure. About 1,700 Union dead up in here. So all these other ones are unknowns. Ones are all unknowns. No dog tags in the Civil War. There's not at this point, but I don't think that happened. It's nice with the leaves. I remember when I was here feeling impatient. I wonder why. I don't know. always. Didn't with Victoria. I was gonna say, there's always the sound of gunfire on a battlefield. And now it's clear as day. At Hunter's, definitely a rifle. That's when, yeah, at Gettysburg, almost always. Used to hear that. Oh, there's more info. Nathan Kemp. Oh, so he survived the battle. Two soldiers, I wonder why. Oh, so this is a guy who, okay, he served here, he fought here, that's why. I'll take that. No, there's another one that's not, though. He was 20 years old at the time of the battle, or 19. Not this guy, what the hell? Oh, son of. I guess family gets, oh wow. Look at that. This is going to be it so I can relax, because after this I'm going to, well, why do they put 9 in one fucking spot? That's what they were burying all the veterans in here. I don't get it. So I could always find out. 3rd Iowa. These are all 3rd Iowa. All these guys, it never really sinks in that these guys all woke up here April 6th having no idea. Still at the beginning of the grand adventure. Wow, the flags on the back of those. How interesting and cool. Safe to say I'm the only one walking through here. Audie Brown. Wow. You all heard that, right? Tennessee River. This is 12th Iowa. Okay, so these are all like when they have specific units. Whoa. Like that's a specific unit. And they're dead. Wow. All these with the little poles. Specific units now. Hello. Yeah, hello. Hi, baby. You okay? You good boy. You okay? The visitor center from whence I came, back in the background. All right, let's see what unit this is. I will not be rushed out of here. Indiana unit. As I walk through the midst of their dead. 9th Indiana, 9th Indiana. Can't think where they fought. ChatGPT could tell me. Maybe sometimes they make shit up. Dang. 9th Indiana. Another squirrel up there. I don't recall ever noticing all these individual units. Captain Remains. 44th, Indiana. 44th, that's Hugh Reed, right? 44th, Indiana. That's the one that me and Victoria hung out at. Right? This thing feels weird. Where's RG? Resting grounds? Damn, 44. So these guys fought at the edge of the peach orchard. Almost sounds like those are larger sound than rifle. Oh, I just came through there, 9th, Indiana. 44th, Indiana. That's where the AI did the painting of me sitting on the base of the monument smoking. 12th, Iowa. Yeah, it's not a huge cemetery, it just goes up to there. '16th, Wisconsin. I think in Prentice. Yeah, I don't have a memorization of the, what do you call it? Order of battle. '14th is 14th, Wisconsin. So I'm pretty sure that's where J.D. Putnam was in. I'm pretty sure, yeah. And then he would be. There he is, fucking buried right there. Damn, J.D. Putnam. Jesus. Fuck. Right next to. I thought it was E.C., but I think it's B.C. No, it's E.C., right? I'm E.C. E.C. is buried right next to J.D. Putnam. That's all they know is that his initials were E.C. I'm literally standing on the fucking dude. I'm sorry. John Eastwood. That's how they initial John. There's Putnam. The Putnam stump. He's got a fucking cool monument. Wow. Well, damn. Somebody put a flag on him. What a job, like me burying these guys. How wild to see EC. We check in and get some dinner, he says as he walks over the remains of nearly 2,000 Union soldiers who died right here at their encampment, killed. That looks like a cannon, don't it? I mean, that's not a rifle, that was too big. units. Oh man. I should have brought my. No, I don't. Turn cannon. Who are these guys? What unit were they? 15th Michigan. The guys who went up to the line at Spain Field without ammunition. Wow. I guess they eventually got ammo, but damn. Literally went into line of battle and no one had given them ammo. Far left of Madison Miller's line early in the morning. I don't know what this upturned cannon is all about. This one just has section P. And no great house. First day of March, Gibson's Louisiana battery occupied this bluff. I forgot all about this. Supported by the 18th Louisiana and some cavalry. At about 10 a.m., the battery opened fire upon the Tyler and Lexington gunboats, which were ascending the river. The fire was returned by the gunboats. March 1st, 1862. Now I hear human voices. Illinois. 15th Illinois, Marsh or Hare? Man, I guess what it would be important to have right here, the order of battle. Sort of Creature Hill. '20th Illinois, definitely Marsh. 58th Illinois. These are all color bearers from one unit. Wisconsin. Twelfth Illinois. I don't think I ever got a video in here, ever. Even when I was on my video taking days. Never. "41st Illinois Wraith." So it jumps out at me. This one near the crossroads. Any more shots fired? "14th Battery. 14th Ohio Battery. .64 boat howitzer, huh? There's a big hole. That's what he said. Sorry, terrible. Terrible to say that here. Human brain does what it does. We are just witnesses. It's good to remember that. 28th Illinois. Wraith again, maybe? Ninth Illinois. They have their monument here because they have the most killed in the entire Union Army. Present for duty, 578 killed and died of wounds, 103. Look at how many wounded, 263. 366 men shot. Wow, out of 578. 212 men not hit. Ninth Illinois, MacArthur's Brigade over by the Peach Orchard. Seventh Illinois. Not sure. Where's the landing? Pittsburgh Landing. Where that, hundreds and upon hundreds of Union guys who fled the early morning of the first day were just hiding in terror over here. They could not be brought back into line. Grant gave up on them, just let them stay, and it's the right move. I mean, you can't force people like that. You force them back in, they poison everyone else. Tennessee River. I'm having a 3 o'clock hour now. I'm gonna get a snack bar. Allah Akbar. 43rd Illinois, maybe? 45th. That's definitely Marsh, I think. You can't say you think indefinitely. That don't make no sense. 46th Illinois. I would have brought a sword book out here that I could check real quick. Or I could ask ChatGPT, but only if the video's not running. So there's that. And their bones are all down here. 52nd Illinois. 52nd. I don't know right now. I feel like I should know that one. Sweeney. Sweeney? Yeah, I think so. Dennis Manchester. Charles Hamilton, James Abbott, Perkins B. Shares, A. Farr, F.C. Wiggins. I can't believe E.C. is right next to J.D. Putnam, Theo Snow, John Curtis. Virgil Stallcap. Henry Smith B. Houck. It's not like he's driving right on top of me. That's what it sounds like, man. Unknowns. Bookstores 8:30 to 4:30. I don't think I'm going to buy anything else. I think I spent enough in there. Wouldn't you say, fellas? They're like, great. We fought and died here so you could buy some trinkets. That one's for Ray. Ray, if you're watching. Hello, Ray. Nathan House. Conrad Brodkin. Connie Brodkin. R.K. Huntley. Fred Meyer. James Roberts. That's interesting. Sometimes they don't know what regiment they're from. Sometimes they do. Sometimes they don't have a name at all. Sometimes they have like initials on a belt buckle. So whatever they have, they go with. It's like Park Ranger up there. Command's headquarters. I forget what that is. I must have stopped there. Just in case. Interments. Oh, established 1866. Interments 3590, known 1228. Unknown 2361. So what is this? U.S. Navy? Don't know. I don't get it. Then again, I don't get much. Alright. Well, that concludes this half an hour silent and not that silent, but somberish walk through the Shiloh National Cemetery. All right, check you later.